So I think we're going to resurrect this thing. We're going to completely redo the rear end because I blew one of these shocks out. And so we're going to put in these ones. They're the same as the fronts. Bought them a while ago because I knew I needed to do this. So we're going to redo the whole rear end, and then also, now that I got a lot better equipment like the TIG welder and the bender, the lathe, we're gonna go through and make everything a lot nicer. We're gonna take this dash out, organize everything under there, make it run better. I think we're gonna take this tank, move it up here, move the seat back, and I'm gonna completely redo the steering column because it's all crooked. If you look straight on here, it's not straight. So yeah, we're just gonna jazz this thing right up here. This was just slapped together just to see if I could do it, but now I want to make it nice. So we're gonna tear it down and make it actually good. You can see on that one, all of the oil leaked out. These shocks were not good enough for what. So just a little up to speed here. I didn't really film it, but I made these plates here. It took me forever to build. And then I just attached those bearings to there. And with the chassis here, we put this big sprocket on here and the little sprocket in the middle. Now I kind of was just thinking about the best way to put these bearings. I might actually put this one on the inside too. It was on the inside before, but I didn't think we'd have enough room, but it looks like we do. We'll see. Might just run it like this and see how it goes, because I've taken this thing apart and put it back together like 10 times already. But we got all the old mounts cut off where the old suspension was. Everything's all cut off and cleaned up. I'm undecided if I'm going to use these or not, or just do tabs off of here with the 1/2 inch I'm doing. But yeah, this is also pretty much paid straight out of Grindhard's book there, but they did the weird little carrier bearings, and I didn't think that was strong enough, so we went with the pillow blocks. I know these are plenty strong enough. So yeah, we're gonna do a bar from here to here, and same thing, another bar that goes through on this side, and then we can attach our links and shocks to that right there, and two in the middle with a small sprocket, so we can get lots of twisting action here without it affecting the chain coming off too much. Might have to mess around with the sprocket size though, just because we've changed up our sprocket size on theirs. I think it's a 36, and the original one we had was a 40. But we'll try it out just exactly the way it is, and then if it's not right, then we'll change it up. So now this is what I just ran through the lathe. We're going to weld this in here and weld this on this end. So I went ahead and put these top links in. I didn't really film it because it was a pretty tedious process, but yeah, we got her tacked on there, made the links. I had to use the inside top links. I had to use from Princess Auto because I ran out of the ones that I bought off Amazon, but should still be plenty strong enough. But now I'm just gonna start putting the shocks in place, tacking in place, and then after they're tacked in place, I'll cut the zip ties and see where it sits for a ride height. And yeah, after that, then we can move on to brakes and tires. So, I kind of skipped ahead here because it was a little bit of an episode to try and get this 4-link set up to actually flex and move without binding. Ended up moving the top links from was mounted right here, right there, and then I moved it down to here, and it seems to have made it all work and flex and function. And then we had to tilt the axle back a bit because when this chain is tight, it gets really close to those links there, but it all still works. So now I'm just going to put these springs back on and just see where it sits. It's all just tacked right now, but we'll get everything tacked where it's supposed to be, and then I'll take it all apart and weld it up. time under its own weight. Looks pretty good. Looks great. That was a lot more work than I thought it would be. So now I'm going to be mounting these disc brakes. I put this hub on here with the disc on it, and we're just gonna mount this piece here. We got the 2 bolts here that go here, and I cut out 2 pieces on the bandsaw. I'm gonna weld these into an L shape. These pieces, and cut holes in them to mount this and weld it to right here. So yeah, here we go. Got this all mounted now. Looks like it should be okay. I just got it tacked in place. Now I'm going to take apart everything on the back end here and weld everything through. So what I'm going to do here is, if you see this gap here, it's just where I had to tack it to get my geometry right. So what I'm going to do is take some off of this one so that this can come down and seat on the tubing. So I've marked where these are supposed to go. Same with these ones. This one's got a little gap under it too. So I'm gonna remove these, take this one down so that this seats on there. And so I gotta remove all of them because this one's the same way. I probably could fill the gap, but I just want to make this as strong as possible. And I want to be able to, well, I just ran out of gas, so I don't know, I might just use the flux core and weld these so I can get this done and back on there. But yeah, here we go, we'll get going. It's all put back together now. Seems to be pretty good. Maybe a little bit soft, but we'll tighten that up a bit. I gotta adjust the links here to line the tires a little bit better. But yeah, it's all put back together. Nice to see. It's been a long time coming. This ended up being a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. But next we gotta get the chains on, and then I gotta come up with a new tensioner for the back one, and then also I don't know if my old tensioner is gonna work with this big sprocket up here now. So we'll get to work on trying to figure out a tensioner for that. But it's getting pretty close to being able to go for a tour, test out the new suspension. But I'm already pretty happy with how all this turned out.